The boy on the staircase is possibly one of the most haunting images of a ghost ever caught on camera. And the fact that this picture was taken in one of the most notoriously haunted houses in the United States makes it even more tragic. If you haven't heard of the Amityville Horror House by now, you've been living under a rock for 50 years. But brief history. In November of 1974, Ronald Defeo Jr. took a shotgun and murdered his parents and 4 siblings while they slept. A year later, the Lutz family moved into the home, and a couple weeks after moving in, the Lutz family abandoned the house, leaving all of their possessions in it. And from there, the legend of the Amityville Horror House began. And while many people speculate on whether anything that the Lutz family said was ever true, however, there's one picture that has haunted me almost my whole life since I saw it in a book so many years ago, and that is the picture of the boy on the stairs. In 1976, the Amityville house got the attention of Ed and Lorraine Warren, who were the most famous paranormal investigators of the time. Still are today. What with the Conjuring movies and all that, they'll pretty much be legendary at this point. Their memory will live on through reasonably decent paranormal films. That's a pretty cool legacy. 1976, Ed and Lorraine Warren get a team together to investigate the Amityville Horror House. Infrared cameras were set up strategically through the home, and they were set to go off every couple seconds. They were pretty much using the best technology at the time to capture anything that might be going on in that house. When this film was developed, they were shocked to find this picture of this boy staring into the camera from the staircase, especially because there were no children present during this investigation. There were especially no children present with glowing eyes. A lot of people believe that this is the spirit of 9-year-old John Defoe, who was killed that night by his brother back in 1974. However, skeptics believe that the photo was of Paul Bartz, who was an investigator that night. Bartz was wearing a similar patterned shirt and kind of had the shaggy 70s hair going on. However, it wouldn't account for the glowing eyes, nor yet the height of the boy in this picture, more yet that it really looking more like a child than of a young adult male. However, Bartz has never confirmed or denied that it's him in that picture. Also, this photo was kept from the public until 1979, when George Lutz went on the Merv Griffin show. This was 3 years after the photo was taken, which kind of begs the question, if the Lutzes were just looking for attention, why would they wait so long to show people this horrifying picture? During this interview, George Lutz said that when he saw the photo, he questioned his little daughter about it. When he showed his daughter the picture of the little boy, she said that was the little boy that she used to play with in the house. Just incredibly sad. We'll probably never know for sure what happened in the house when they claimed that all the hauntings were happening. Most of the key figures in the story are gone, and as the years go by, more of the people involved in that story are going to be gone, and no one's really talking anymore. Ronald Defeo Jr. himself, who was the first one to claim to hear evil voices that told him to kill his family, died just last year in March of 2001. And most of the owners since the Lutzes moved out have claimed that there's nothing unusual about the house. So, the hell was going on in the 70s? All the strangest stuff happened in the 70s.